The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Raptors are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in Round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Washington Wizards. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semis. Everything gets turned up a notch. Let's get to it here on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. And for the Wizards, they've got Johnson. Keyshawn George is out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Carlton Carrington, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. You take a look at Toronto, they're coming off a sweep in Round 1. So I don't think being the lower seed here will bother them one bit.
Yeah, not in the least. The way they performed in the postseason, I'm sure there isn't a team or an arena in the league that worries them right now. And that gets us rolling. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's George. Wembanyama, high post. Good on the shot.
Yeah, too much Wemby. I mean, just too strong down low.
Up, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And Washington with possession. It's a 3-point game. Coulibaly finds Wembanyama. Gets the 3 to fall. Wembanyama's got 5 points.
This is how dangerous Wemby can be from deep. You gotta respect his range.
Launches it. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Washington moving the ball around. And again, Washington with a triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Right wing. From outside, off the mark. The Wizards have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Johnson a screen on Ingram. Coulibaly against Ingram. And it's Coulibaly missing.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leading, no doubt whatsoever. What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Covered by Carrington. Good work defensively by Carrington. Wizards leading by 4. Coulibaly. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early is already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with an impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive the defense is against him next.
A line change here for Toronto. So the Raptors 5 right now. Nice shot. By George.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Outside Koulibaly. Outside Carrington, 5 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And again, Toronto, no good. Wizards leading by 18. Here's Carrington. The putback. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Covered by Johnson. Outside Edwards. And that's not going to go. And so it's Washington feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot there. Taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be right back.
Welcome, folks. Game 1 and a big deficit right now.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of them.
Looking at how the Wizards are doing in this series. Fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing from them?
They have been all business, showed up prepared, made the right moves, and gotten it done.
You can see it in their eyes, man. You know they're the better team out there tonight, and they see it. They're letting everyone else know it too.
Yeah, continuing to make a statement here, that's for sure. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. And the Wizards shooting the ball 70% in this game. We've got Carlton Carrington, Wembanyama out there with Keyshawn George. Then there's Johnson, and it's Koulibaly in at the 3. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
For 3, he drops it from range. He's got 10.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's gonna make you pay.
George outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Parries it down low. George has got 7 points.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and a nice finish by him. Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
Pass to Wembanyama. Up and in on the layup.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. The fader. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. All sorts of time. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
To the left wing. And it's Toronto with another.
I just love the ball movement.
Wizards leading by 10. Pass to Carrington. Back to George. Knocked loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. No luck on that one. Raptors trail by 10. And he goes in for the dunk.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Carrington. And again, unable to change momentum here. Toronto has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. To the inside. Stolen by Wembanyama. Outside Johnson. And it falls all over the rim and in. Johnson's got 25 points in the game.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
After hitting only one from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Carrington no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field. Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge.
Oh my goodness!
Yikes! What a finish! No, no, no! Did he just do that?
Hey man, I think he's been practicing that one.
I'll tell you, that is a little bit of effort and a lot of work. That is
Wow! Are you kidding me?
Wow.
unreal!
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
They get it again. Great position. On the putback. And that makes it a tie ball game.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Johnson for 3. Drops in the 3. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Oh my, the air is thin from out there, but I'll tell you what, he's got deep range.
And it's Koulibaly with a rebound. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Covered by Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Oh, and Johnson. Slams it in. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Around the back and lays it in. Nice. And he's got 41 now.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
And that one's good. Koulibaly.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Yep, that one goes.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Launches it from deep. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Johnson. Oh! And Johnson slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. Give him 8 points now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's the drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Intercepted. Beyond the arc. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Koulibaly. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Out to the wing. Here's Arenas. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Individual effort. Almost single-handedly, this guy trying to keep them competitive.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And
oh, yes, he did!
That's incredible!
Wow! Puts up a deep 3. They get the rebound. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Scotty Barnes got that big body. Just hang around the cup and create something.
Fires away from way and good.
He's on a tear offensively. a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he makes a first. And Washington making a change here. So hits one and misses one at the line. The Wizards trail by 3. From deep, Johnson. Good! Another from 3.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history.
The 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved goodbye to the Thunder.
Toronto making a switch here. And let's take a look at it.
Substitution on the court.
Raptors trail by 12. So for the Raptors right now. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Washington.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation. After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
And again, Toronto with a triple.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
And George launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got 5 points in the quarter. From behind the arc. And again. And Toronto with a triple.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
The shot that time not on target.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
He launched that one from way outside. And it's now just a 1-point Washington lead. Washington has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Down low. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point.
What a move! Wembanyama!
When you can get to the rim as easy as Wemby can, you might as well add a little extra something to it.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah. Just a balanced attack, a total team effort. And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
George's shot is off. The Raptors shooting 47% since the 4th quarter started. On the take. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
It's stolen by Ingram. And now the Raptors on the break. Ayton. 17-footer is in.
DeAndre Ayton, unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Now Johnson shoots a 3, and again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself tied for 2nd place all time in three-point makes for a playoff, and another dime for him.
This is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passes, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball.
Hits yet again! Wow!
You see how easily he's getting buckets? To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
Man, and get this, he's now tied for the third most points in a playoff game ever. And the three misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that.
And it's good. He hits another one.
And that bucket was looking as wide as the Pacific Ocean. He just can't miss.
A phenomenal offensive exhibition. And he's now tied for the all-time scoring mark for points in a playoff game.
And the great Michael Jordan may stand alone, but not in this category. He's now got...
He got it again! Sensational!
And with that bucket, if you can believe it, he sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Boy, the way he came out tonight, you could feel his level of focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
Yeah, and it was way back in '86 that Jordan set the record of 63 points. And when you surpass the greatest of all time, you've done something special.
Toronto makes the switch here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Johnson. Oh, he cannot hit. Toronto trailing. Edwards. Wembanyama rips down the board. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's George. Out of bounds. It'll be Raptors ball.
Oh my! Turning it over at such a critical point in the game. You know he feels awful.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Toronto. The Raptors shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Let's loose for three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Johnson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
And not intimidated at all. Wembanyama showing up in a clutch moment.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. The three. Yes, sir, with the three.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
And here's Johnson. Fires away from outside. Connects again from distance.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop him?
And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
12 triples, putting him neck and neck with Dame Lillard's record-setting game in 2021.
Irving fires! Ooh, the three doesn't go. So it's a narrow victory for the Wizards. Pulling out the W. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
That'll do it for this broadcast.